Strickland on the far side gets bumped, no call. Still plenty of time on the shot clock, about 10 seconds. And then a foul.
Strickland looked at coach and
almost got his pocket picked, and I think he's headed to the bench because Coach Houck was not happy with what he was seeing.
Yeah, it's down to, I guess they bailed him out because they fouled him and reset the shot clock, right? So now there's no shot clock's off because it's under 35.
And and that must have been foul number 5 because the Vikes are going to get a couple of free throws. Rome Strickland, the 5'7" sophomore, puts it up, and it's good. So the Vikes 3 out of 3.
Yeah, Strickland can tie it here.
And you know what, Tony? I do not see Andre Ford.
I don't either.
Anywhere.
Yeah, he's been our spark plug.
He's been our main ball handler. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Knocked out off of Baxter, though. The Vikes catch another break. So 8-7, Baxter by 1. Vikes get it in with about 20 seconds to go. Missed shot, second try missed by Largent. Great chance there for the Vikes to take the lead, but it didn't work out. Here comes Baxter. They have 10 seconds to work with. Get it over to Daniel. 5 seconds. They're probably going to have to launch a deep 3, only 2 seconds. The Vikes tip it away. Great defense, and Baxter does not even get a shot off, much to the chagrin of their head coach, Alan Hibbler. That's the end of quarter number 1 with the score. Baxter 8, Parsons 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
And we're back live at the Lancer Classic. Parsons Vikings taking on Baxter Springs on the back side of the bracket. At the end of the first quarter, Baxter leading at 8-7. Main and Daniel with 3 points. Parrish with 2 for the Vikes. 2 points apiece for Kennett, Morton, and Largent. And 1 point for Rome Strickland. Again, if you're just joining us, Vikes, we don't know why, but Vikes without their main ball handler tonight, Andre Ford, has been their main point guard. And I got to tell you, when the guy that runs the offense the most isn't out on the floor, things can get a little ugly.
Yeah.
And now we have a technical, apparently, coming out of the first quarter. I have no idea why. But 2 free throws for Baxter, and the first one is good, and the second one is good. I wonder what that was all about, Tony.
I have no idea. That's odd.
And I don't know if Baxter was supposed to have the ball or not, but because of the technical, they will get possession. So they now lead 10-7. I didn't see Coach Houck upset about anything, so I'm not sure what happened, but quick 3 is going to be off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Vikes. Quick outlet to Strickland, and he almost loses it, and he does lose it. Goes over to Baxter, and that's just kind of what I mentioned, Tony. Strickland's a pretty good ball handler, but he hasn't had as many minutes as Ford. Now looks like the Vikes maybe have switched back to their 1-3-1 zone. Gave Baxter some problems in the first quarter, but the Lions do lead it 10-7. Kick it in the corner for a 3, and it's good. Riley Daniel with his second three-pointer, biggest lead of the night for Baxter at 13-7. Vikes led about halfway through the first quarter, but they've really hit the skids, especially on the offensive end, and now a reach-in foul. And unofficially, that will be the second foul on Abbott. Again, we won't really know for sure how many fouls these players have, as it will never be highlighted on the scoreboard because we're in the West or auxiliary gym here at Southeast High School. Vikes down by 6. They need a basket. 7:10 to go in the first half. Shaw puts it on the floor. Needs some help. Gets it out to Strickland. Back to Shaw. There's that same play down to Kennett. Now he gives it off to Pleasant, and he kisses it in off the glass. You don't see guys use the glass very much anymore, but nice job there by Pleasant. Much needed basket for the Vikes. They're down 13-9, 6:45 to go in the first half. Main with it. Has it poked away. The ball's loose. Should have been a travel. Now they throw it into the backcourt. That's got to be. How is that not a backcourt? How is that not a backcourt? Baxter threw it in the backcourt. I don't understand that at all. And Abbott, out of all that, gets a layup. Vikes can't get a call over at this tournament, Tony.
No,
I don't understand that at all.
I think they thought it was tipped.
They
guess.
must have thought it. And now the Vikes nearly turn it over. They are down 6 points, and now they nearly turn it over. It is a turnover. Baxter has it. 3-on-2 the other way. Layup is good. Off the glass. Cole Parrish. And Coach Howe, again, has seen enough. He's asking, again, why wasn't that a backcourt? And I don't think he really got much of an answer. 17-9 is your score. We'll keep it here at the gym. Biggest lead of the night for Baxter at 17-9. And Tony, with Andre Ford out of the lineup, it looks like the Vikings are just going to struggle to run offense and score points, which has been an issue anyway this season. So this is going to be, if the Vikes don't turn the tide, things may get ugly. We thought this would be a competitive game, and it still may end up that way, but with the Vikes point guard not here tonight, points have been hard to come by.
Yeah, it's just been everything not going our way.
And you know, Tony, it's been, and you mentioned this the other night, just the whole personnel, you know, the lineups.
Yeah.
So sometimes, and in this case, it's just he's not here. He's not here. So
exactly.
So here we go. Vikes are going to have to turn the tide quickly. They are down 17-9, 5:45 to go in the first half. Shaw misses it, but a nice offensive rebound and put back by Largent. So he now has 4 points. Vikes get to within 6 at 17-11, about 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Parrish hands it off from about 10 feet on the baseline. Shot goes down. Isaiah Main playing with some confidence. He now has 7 points to lead the way for Baxter, back to an 8-point lead for the Lions.
Yeah, Baxter 4 for 4 in this quarter.
3-pointer by Morton. He got it. Such a smooth stroke. He's built like a power forward, but man, he's got a nice shot from the outside. 19-14. Baxter by 5. Nice. Oh, that was a clean block. Yeah, Coach Houck said, hey, I want a jump ball. And, I mean, I'm not going to harass the officials during the broadcast, but I have to agree with Coach Houck. That looked like 100% all ball.
Yeah.
So 2 free throws coming for the southpaw, Logan Abbott. First one is good. Makes it 20-14. Baxter leading by 6. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Second free throw, no good, and rebounded by Heitman. Shaw into the front court. He'll be doing a lot of the ball handling for the Vikes. Morton, hands off to Shaw. Oh, he splits the defense, and he got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Nice job by the senior. 4:43 to go in the first half. 6-point lead for Baxter, 20-14. They've outscored the Vikes 12-7. Took forever for anybody to score. We played almost 4 minutes in the first quarter before we finally had a point scored. Well short on the free throw. Shaw looking for his first point. He'll have one more here. Trying to get the Vikes to within 5, and he does. Abbott will bring the ball into the front court. Vikes switch to looks like a 2-3 zone. It might even, no. They've definitely changed defenses, and it didn't work because on a nice drive and a nice pass, Jonathan Moore, who just checked in, got an easy layup. 22-15. At first I thought maybe they had switched to a box and one, but I don't think that was the case. Shaw got fouled, totally got shoved in the back, and no call, and he misses the layup. Vikes down by 7. Baxter was really tight in the first quarter, but they're playing with much more confidence now. Abbott for an open 3. It spins out, but an offensive rebound by Parrish. He doesn't get the roll, and then nice box out and rebound by Largent. Up ahead, guarded 3, and knocking it down and getting fouled is Andrew Hauk. That is a big moment here in the first half. I thought there was a chance he'd get fouled. I didn't really think he'd be able to make the shot because the guy was so much in his face, and he hit nothing but net. Nice shot by the junior. And unofficially, that's foul number 3 on Logan Abbott, and he heads to the bench. (22-18), Baxter on top. Hauk trying to complete the 4-point play. Puts it up, and it's good. And we have a timeout on the floor. 22-19, Vikes down by 3. I'm going to sneak in. Oh, did they switch it to a full timeout? They sure did. So we will step away for a 30-second commercial break and be right back. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTek has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTek has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTek.
Live at the Lancer Classic, Scott Marlowe, Tony Fuentes with you. 22-19 is your score. Baxter on top. They will have possession. Looks like the Vikings once again going to switch up defenses. A 2-2-1, kind of a trapping press. They just picked up at half court, and then a foul right in front of the Viking bench. I think they got Jason Shaw. I haven't seen Coach Hauk switch up defenses this much all season. Trying to find something that works as the Vikes looking for their first win of the season. Isaiah Main drops it off to Grant. Vikes had a near steal, but now Main has it. Puts it up from about 6, and it's going to go down. He's had a really good first half for Baxter.
Yeah, they're 6 for 8 shooting.
Yeah, they've had a good quarter. They lead at 24-19. Pleasant to Largent on the left wing, off to Shaw. Shaw goes baseline, kicks it out for a 3. That's off the mark, and running it down is Pleasant. Hauk for 3. Got it. Did he get fouled? I think we got a flopping warning, but Hauk made it.
Yeah.
Was he the one that got called for that the other night, Tony?
No, I think it was Shaw.
Okay. Well, either way, 7 points in this quarter for Andrew Hauk. He's keeping the Vikings in it. They're down just by 2 now, 24-22. From the left wing at 3 off the mark, and on the weak side, pulled down by Pleasant. Vikes, believe it or not, can tie or take the lead on this trip. That Baxter lead disappeared quickly. An illegal screen, I believe, on Pleasant. Oh, tough break. Tough break on for the Vikes. 2:20 to go in the first half. Baxter Springs will have the ball and a 2-point lead. Nobody's there. Oh, there he is. I didn't think anybody was there to throw the ball in for the Lions. 24-22, Baxter by 2. Get it out to Parrish. Now off to Daniel. He's at a couple of threes. Kick it into the corner. Boy, nice ball movement and an easy 5-footer for Jonathan Moore. Baxter's offense really clicking here in the second quarter. They have put up 18 points, and we still have 1:50 to go in our second period. 26-22, Baxter by 4. Vikes get it down low to Morton. Great position, gets a couple guys in the air, missed it. Coach Houck wanted a foul, and he didn't get the call. 1.5 to go in the first half. Baxter with the ball in a 4-point lead. Tough shot in the paint, no good. A nice rebound by Heitman. He's a good athlete. Up ahead to Largent, tough angle, and he can't get it off the glass. Tipped out of bounds, should stay with the Vikings, and it does. 1:14 to go in the first half. Vikes down by 4. Again, Vikes 0-11 on the year, looking for that first win. Shaw thought about a 3. Now he penetrates and gets fouled at the free throw line. Jonathan Moore gets the personal. 1:09 to go in the first half. It's a 4-point lead for Baxter. Houck gets it out top to Shaw. Baxter stays in a man-to-man. Shaw for 3. A little bit short. Knocked out of bounds by Baxter. Baxter fans don't like it, but I had a good look at it, and that was the correct call.
Yeah, I heard it. Oh.
Vikes get it into Morton. Gets around one man. He scores and he's fouled. You know, Tony, the Vikings play so well in stretches.
Yeah.
But then they have long dry spells where they don't play well at all. That's probably a lot to do with having such a young roster.
Yeah, just got to get consistency.
So fortunately, Morton's missed free throw won't count because there's some confusion at the scorer's table. Again, 26-24, Baxter by 2. Morton trying to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play, get the Vikes to within 1, and he got it.
We got gifted a point.
Yes, we did.
Well, they got to put it up on the board. They finally got it.
Okay, so Baxter leading by 1. They have the basketball. Vikes back to their 1-3-1 zone. Baxter struggled against it in the first quarter, but they've done much better against it here in quarter number 2. Daniel drives, cut off. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Almost a jump ball situation. They kick it out to Grant. 6 seconds, and oh, do we have a foul?
I think he was thinking he was going to get a jump ball.
Yeah. Instead of foul on Shaw out at half court, and unfortunately that means that Baxter will be able to hold for the last shot.
It might be free throws. I think that's their 5th.
That was the 5th. You are correct. Caleb Grant looking for his first point. The junior steps up to the free throw line. 28 seconds to go in the half. Baxter leading at 26-25. Grant's another southpaw. He puts it up. Ooh. In and out and back in. So a 2-point lead for Baxter as Grant gets his first point. Ethan McCoy, a sophomore, is going to check in if this free throw goes down. He wants to check in for the shooter. Free throw on the way. No good. And the Vikes have it. Down by 2. They should hold for the last shot here. They need to be aware of the situation. Nope, they're going to launch a 3. No good. And pulled out of there by Baxter. Now Baxter with 15 seconds. Up ahead. Layup missed, but they said there was a push underneath. See, Tony, I just don't agree with that last possession.
Yeah, I don't
for the Vikings. They may not have even been aware of how much time was on the clock.
I don't think they did.
So Jonathan Moore has 4 points on the night, headed to the free throw line for the first time. It's a 2-point lead for Baxter. That's off the mark. Not a good sign either. That was well off to the right. They always say good shooters might miss short or long, but very rarely do they miss to the right or the left. Moore's second free throw on the way. That one's off to the right again, then knocked out by Baxter. That could have gone either way.
It should have been a foul.
Yeah,
actually.
that could have been a foul. You're right.
Yeah, would you rather have the foul or the?
And believe it or not, Vikes with 8 seconds to work with, they could have the lead going into the locker room if they hit a 3. Oh, they get it down low. Shot missed with 1 second, and it goes out of bounds. And halftime is here. With your score, Baxter 27, Parsons 25. We will take a 3-minute commercial break, and then we'll be back with our Eye Care Associate halftime show. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
And welcome back to the Lancer Classic, everybody. It's time now for our Eye Care Associate halftime show, brought to you by Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. 27-25, Baxter Springs leads by 2. Balanced scoring for both teams. I'll run down the scoring totals quickly for you. Isaiah Main leading the way for Baxter with 9 points, 6 points for Daniel, 4 points apiece for Moore and Parrish, 3 points for Abbott, and 1 point for Caleb Grant. Leading the way for the Vikings, Andrew Hauk with 7 points, or rather, actually, Marion Morton with 8 points. He had a good second quarter. And then Andrew Hauk had all of his points in the second quarter, including a big 4-point play that kind of turned the tide there near the end of the first half and got the Vikes back in this thing. We had 2 points for Pleasant, 1 point for Strickland, 4 points for Largent, 1 point for Shaw, and 2 points for Cole Kennett. So, Tony, when we looked at these two teams, we thought, yeah, probably going to be another close one.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at halftime, 27-25, and not making excuses. But again, the Vikings just can't seem to catch a break, and I'm talking specifically about not having Andre Ford on the floor. He doesn't score a lot, but he handles the ball so much.
Yeah.
And if you follow basketball at all, you know, you take your main ball handler off the floor, and, man, everything changes.
Yeah, it just makes it to where everyone's doing something that they don't normally do.
Yep.
And that can cause confusion and just basically not as good of play.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yep.
So, I mean, when you've got someone that's normally there, it just throws everything off just a little bit when you're asking someone to do something they're not normally doing.
And as far as foul trouble goes, unofficially, Logan Abbott, the only guy in foul trouble. He has 3, but being in the auxiliary gym, the West gym here at Southeast, they don't have a way to put those foul numbers up on the scoreboard. So we're keeping track the best we can. But, again, 27-25, Baxter by 2. And, Tony, as we look ahead to the second half, what do you think the Vikes need to improve on to get over the hump and get their first win of the season?
They didn't shoot the ball very good in the first quarter. They were 2 for 9, 22% in the first quarter. But they picked it up in the second quarter. They ended up going 6 for 14 and got to 8 for 23 overall for the half at 33%. So, you know, Baxter's shooting definitely a lot better. They're 10 for 19, 51%. But the Vikings have knocked down some threes. And Vikings have turned it over 4 more times. They've turned it over 7, Baxter only 3. But we've out-rebounded them. We have 6 offensive rebounds, 10 defensive rebounds. So we're out-rebounding them 16-10 total.
Yeah, that's good news for the Vikes. We noticed when Baxter came out on the floor that they weren't a very big team. And then
free throws. We're actually shooting the free throws not bad. We're 5 for 7.
Yeah, that's great.
And they're 5 for 10. So, you know, I think if the Vikes can drive the lane, get to the line, and get some easy points at the free throw line, I think they can pull this out. They just need to be more aggressive. I know we've knocked down some threes, but I think we need to knock down a few threes and then drive the lane.
Yeah, I agree. Baxter played man-to-man possibly the entire first half. They may have switched to a zone very briefly. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, the Vikes, I would think the Vikes have enough quickness that they could find some some pretty good matchups.
Yeah.
If they're going to stay in that man-to-man, which they almost certainly will. So we will hope for the best in the second half. Vikings 0-11 on the year, and everybody listening right now, and then of course the coaches and the players, the broadcasters, everybody wanting to see the Vikes get their first win of the year, and they're going to have a chance, trailing Baxter only by 2 at halftime. So we'll step away for just a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with the second half. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component.
27 to 25.
1 year specialized in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
And now we have a delay. Head official going over to talk to the Baxter Springs head coach. You know, we had a bizarre technical at the end of the first quarter. We still have no idea what the call was, but Baxter Springs benefited from a technical, probably on the Viking bench.
Yeah,
you know, it could have been something again with a wrong number written down in the scorebook or something. Yeah. You know, but they're still talking to Alan Hibbler, the Baxter Springs head coach. Yeah, I think we're finally ready for basketball. I think looks like Baxter's probably going to be matching up in a man-to-man. Largent to throw it in, and we are finally ready for half number 2. Here we go. Shaw with it. Vikes trailing only by 2. Gets it off to Hauk. He wanted to get it down low to Largent, and he does, but Largent's cut off. Now Hauk has it. Swings it over to Shaw. Shaw step back from 17, no good. And it's pulled out of there by Baxter. Parrish has it. So Baxter with the ball and a 2-point lead. Abbott out top to Grant, right back to Abbott. Bad pass, easy steal for the Vikes. Pleasant one-on-one, now he's gonna have to pull it back. Gives it off to Hauk, a 3-pointer for the lead. No good, but then we have a whistle underneath. I believe it's on Baxter. Did not get the jersey number, but it was definitely on Baxter. So
I think it was 12.
So we'll give it to Parrish. Nice inbound play and get an easy layup for Largent. And we are tied at 27 points apiece with 7 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Grant swing it into the corner. Vikes back to that 1-3-1 zone. Heitman running the baseline. Abbott splits the defense. A near turnover, and then 12-footer put up no good. Rebounded by Heitman. Quickly up ahead to Pleasant. Back to Shaw. Vikes looking for the lead. Good entry pass to Large, and he powers up, and he scores.
Yeah, I like that move there.
Yeah, that was good. So the Vikes have come all the way back, and they now have the lead at 29-27. 6:22 to go in the third quarter. 5-footer is an air ball from the baseline.
I think he was expecting contact.
I think he was too. So the Vikes have the ball and a 2-point lead. Largent over to Pleasant. Gets a screen. Bad pass. Going to be saved though by Heitman. Now to Largent. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Pleasant, nice drive on the baseline. Now kicks it into the corner for Hauk. His 3 is perfect.
That's a big time.
Big shot. It's a 7-0 spurt by the Vikes.
Wow.
To start the second half. And this is a full timeout, so we'll take a 30-second break of our own. You're listening to Viking basketball on B93.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
So if you're just joining us, it's a quick 7-0 start to the second half for the Vikings, and they were flirting with a trailing by 10 points back in the second quarter, but they've come storming back, and they now lead Baxter by 5 points. Some good outside shooting by Andrew Houck. He's now the leading scorer for the Vikes with 10 points. See if Baxter can get on track here as they walk the ball into the front court. Vikes are going to stay in their 1-3-1 zone. Abbott on the near side, back out top to Grant. Now they attack the baseline, but nothing there. Abbott, a step back 3, no good, but a weak side rebound. Shot partially blocked, and the Vikes have it. I think it was Largent that got a piece of it. Houck wants another 3. Off the mark, but there's Largent for the rebound, and he gets fouled. So the Vikes continue to have the momentum. Caleb Grant, the junior, picks up the personal. Morton checks in, replacing Shaw. Grant heads to the Baxter bench. He's replaced by Riley Daniel. He hit a couple of 3-pointers in the first half for Baxter. Off the inbound, strong move by Morton, and he got it. He's in double figures with 10. 9-0 run by the Vikes to start the second half. They lead by 7, their biggest lead of the night. 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Vikes working hard in that 1-3-1. You have to move really, really well in that 1-3-1 zone, especially if you're out top or running the baseline.
Good rebound.
Shot missed, quick outlet to Pleasant, and then it's stripped away. It may have gone off his foot. Nope, went off Baxter. So nice defense by Baxter to save the layup, but still the Vikings have it in a 7-point lead.
Sean Fry almost got killed.
Yeah, he is right there in harm's way. Into Pleasant, kicks it out to Heitman. He looks to penetrate, almost loses it. Back to Morton, now to Houck from 18. Off the mark, no good, and rebounded out by the Lions. Nice box out by Wade. Baxter looking for their first points of the third quarter. It took them almost 4 minutes to score back in the first quarter. They're having the same issue. Now there's good ball movement, but the layup missed. Largent somehow came down with it. Good work on the boards by Largent. Ball tipped away. Vikes run it down. Vikes have the ball in a 7-point lead. They go down low to Largent, goes up strong and scores.
That's what I look for Largent to do the entire year.
Yes, I agree.
He's finally coming in his groove.
11-0 start to the second half for the Vikes, and they lead by 9. 3-pointer finally goes down. Maine now with 12 points to lead the way for the Lions. Much needed basket for Baxter. Vikes lead by 6. Pleasant gets it down low to Heitman, but it's going to be stolen away. Baxter looking to get back in this thing. They're only down 6. Another 3 in and out, but an offensive rebound. Now it's loose. Pulled out of there by Largent, and he had his pocket picked. You got to be stronger with the ball. Abbott off the glass, no good, but another offensive board put back is going to go. Parrish. It's another thing I've noticed. Sometimes the Vikings just have lazy or loose possessions. Sometimes defensive, sometimes offensive.
Yep.
And as a result, Baxter right back in it, only down 4, 36-32. Nice drive by Houck. He scores! Houck having his best game as a Viking He has 12 points, back to a 6-point lead for Parsons, 38-32. Vikes have stayed in that 1-3-1. Abbott on the right wing. Good look underneath, but the shot missed. Largent bothered the shot attempt of Wade, and now here come the Vikes looking to extend their 6-point lead. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Heitman. Good backdoor cut by Hauk, and he missed the layup, but it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Vikes. Man, everything was done right except Hauk couldn't get the layup. That's about the first mistake he's made tonight, Tony. He has played really well. He's going to head to the bench for a well-needed breather. Vikes by 6. They'll be inbounding from underneath their own basket. 2:12 to go in quarter number 3. Shaw to throw it in. Somehow he got it to Largent, and he scores.
I don't know how he scored that, but
I don't know. Largent has 8 points this quarter. He's up to 12. 40-32. Vikes by 8. 2 minutes to go. Abbott, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, I should say. Three-pointer no good, but Baxter's able to run down the loose ball. We have a timeout on the floor called by Baxter. Minute 52 to go in quarter number 3. Vikes lead 40-32. I want to take advantage of a break in the action to say thank you to some of our sponsors. Thank you to Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Day and Zimmerman, Idea Tech, SEK Orthopedic, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Snyder Lawn Care, Labette Bank, Parsons Educational Foundation, Bowen Pharmacy, Roy's Auto Service, Wood Insurance Center, Community National Bank, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Parsons District Schools, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Also, Commercial Bank, Clemens Insurance Agency, Tank Connection, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Labette Community College, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, and Labette Health, all bringing you Viking basketball this season. Out of the timeout, Baxter works the ball to Abbott. He's in the corner now for a wide open 3. You don't want to leave him open. Daniel with his third 3 of the night. He's not as good of a shooter like most guys if you can get a hand in his face, but most of his shots he's been wide open. Huntsley out on the floor for the Vikings now, who lead by 5. As Baxter switches to a 2-3 zone, they get it down to the big guy, Kennett, and he can't score, but he's fouled.
He's 3-on-1.
Yeah, and that's, I like what the Vikings are doing. Kennett's minutes are limited because he's just not up to speed yet. He's still trying to get in shape and everything after being injured for most of the season. But I like the way the Vikings are really pounding the ball down to Kennett and Largent.
Yeah, they're doing a good job today getting it down low.
Free throw off the mark. Kennett will have one more. He's 2 out of 3 from the line, has 2 points. 15-8, the Vikings have outscored Baxter here in quarter number 3. Second free throw for Kennett is good. 4 subs coming in for the Vikes. Largent, Heitman, Hauk, and Pleasant. And they'll join Strickland out on the floor. 41-35, 6-point lead for Parsons. I don't think the Vikes knew what defense they were supposed to be in. Baxter swings it out top. Baseline drive out to Abbott on the left wing. He's directing traffic. They work it down to Parrish. Kicks it back out for a 3. It's short, and that'll go. Oh, there is no way that should go to Baxter. They're going to over. I think he just maybe pointed the wrong way. Yeah. Either that, but I know another official is going to come in and get it corrected. I love it when the officials get together.
Yeah, that was a good change there.
And get the right call made. So here we go. Parsons with the ball, leading by 6. 45 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Oh, and Pleasant's hurt. I didn't see what happened. I don't know if he banged knees or he might look like he might have turned his ankle a little bit. Probably stepped on somebody's foot, and he'll have to head to the bench. He wants to stay in, but since they stopped play, he'll have to head to the bench for a little bit. So Hauk, Strickland, Morton, Largent, and Heitman on the floor for the Vikings. They lead by 6. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Heitman. Oh, that's too bad. It was the right call. Heitman went baseline and a blocking foul on Daniel, but he probably would have had a layup.
Is it free throws?
Must not be free throws yet.
No.
That must only been the fourth on Baxter. Vikings get it in to Morton. Again, Vikes could hold for one if they want. Traveling violation, I'm sure, on Heitman. Yep.
It was. I saw it.
Yep. So 26 seconds to go in quarter number 3. 6-point lead for the Vikes. They trailed by 2 at halftime, so they've had a good quarter. They're in a 2-3 zone. Coach Hauk has really switched up defenses a lot tonight against the Lions. Abbott with it. Back out to Grant. 8 seconds and is it an illegal screen? Or, yeah, illegal screen,
yep.
Sure enough. If the Vikings can score, it'd be big because Baxter's going to get the first possession of the fourth quarter. Vikes with the ball and a 6-point lead.
5 fouls on somebody.
So a little confusion.
They were saying it was the 5th foul, so they were trying to give him free throws, but because it was offensive,
right.
It's not free throws.
Can't do it, yep. So here we go, 6 seconds. Shaw with it, looking to drive. Oh, finds a man rolling to the basket, and scoring is Largent. Great end of the quarter, great quarter for Largent with 10 points, 14 on the night, 43-35. Vikes lead by 8. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 30 seconds. You're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Yeah, we are back live at the Lancer Classic. Again, we're on the back side of the draw. Vikings and Baxter Springs. Vikings leading the Lions by a score of 43-35. Tony kind of has a similar feel to Tuesday night's game. Vikes with the lead going into the fourth quarter, but bad shooting and a lot of turnovers.
Just gotta finish.
Is what happened against Southeast. We'll see if the Vikings can finish this one off and get their first win of the season.
Much needed.
Quick shot by Abbott, off the mark, no good, and rebounded out by the Vikings. Shaw tried to get it to Largent. Nice hands by the big man to save the possession. Baxter in a man-to-man. Shaw with it, needs to be careful on a 5 count. And there it was. I thought he had penetrated the court enough.
I thought he was going forward there.
Yeah, to restart the count. That's Devontae Yates, the assistant coach, thought the same thing. I can see him complaining across the way. Meanwhile, Baxter down by 8. 7:15 to go in our ball game. Vikes again trying to get win number 1, sitting at 0-11 on the year. Baxter kicks it out. I thought it was going to be a 3-pointer. Instead, it's a 15-foot jump shot. Nothing but net for Caleb Grant. That's his first field goal of the night. He now has 3 points. 43-37, Vikes by 6. 6:55 to go in our ball game. Rome Strickland on the near side. 5'7" sophomore kicks it out to Shaw. Started to penetrate, backs it back out. Now Morton with it. Hands off to Shaw. Now to Largent. Largent had a huge third quarter for the Vikes. Strickland to Shaw. Oh, all the way to the paint. He scores. Nice move by the senior. Back to an 8-point lead for Parsons. 45-37, 6:25 to go in our game. Grant with it.
He changed his pivot foot.
Probably should have been a traveling violation. The officials might have missed one there. 8-point lead for the Vikes. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wide open three-pointer, but it's off the mark, no good. Who's going to get it? Vikes have it. Shaw into the front court, slows things up. Vikes looking for a double-digit lead on this trip and a traveling violation out top. That's one of those silly turnovers, Tony, that we can't have, kind of similar to the Tuesday night loss against the Lancers.
Yeah, it's already the second turnover here in the fourth quarter.
When wins have been literally impossible to come by, the first one never comes easy.
No.
Never comes easy. So even though the Vikes have an 8-point lead, I have a feeling this thing may go down to the final minute. Daniel right in front of us, inbounds it to Grant. Vikes lead by 8, 5:45 to go in our ball game. Maine out top, gives it to Abbott at the free throw line. Now to Daniel. Get it into Abbott. Tried to get it down low. Good anticipation by Shaw. He almost had the steal, but he couldn't control it, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Baxter. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 5:34 to go in our game, with Parsons leading at 45-37. Dangerous pass. He touched it in the front court, and then it went into the back court. Almost could have been.
I don't think he had possession.
But he probably didn't have possession. You're right.
It was just tipped.
So Abbott with it. Good crossover. Tough shot. Can't get it to go. Great defense by the Vikes. No need to rush for the Vikes. They just need to run their offense. See if they can get it down to Largent again. And do we have a timeout?
Oh, the shot clock didn't move.
So they're going to reset the shot clock. I tell you, that's. I think for the most part, Tony, I think I like the shot clock being implemented in high school. But it's just one other thing for the official scores table to, another thing to deal with, another thing to keep track of, and it's. And I got to tell you, it's probably harder than running the game clock.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised there's a shot clock in this gym, to be honest with you.
I am too.
Because I guess we would probably have one in our Ox gym.
Oh, nice inbound play. Oh, but the layup missed.
Oh, no.
That would have been a big one there. Would have given the Vikes a 10-point lead, but Largent didn't get the roll. So Abbott with it. Three-pointer. Short. The Vikings continue to do a good job of rebounding, but then Pleasant loses it. And then a foul. No shots. Good job by the official. And, we have an injury, I believe. No, we're okay. I thought I heard somebody crying out in pain, but I think he's okay. So good news for Baxter. Meanwhile, 4:46 to go in the game. 45-37. Vikes lead Baxter by 8. Again, Baxter 5-8 on the year. Vikes 0-11. A couple of subs for the Vikes. So on the floor, Morton, Strickland, Heitman, Largent, and Hauk. Daniel to throw it in for Baxter. They give it to Abbott. Vikes in a 2-3 zone now. They have switched defenses all night long on the Lions. Dangerous pass. Good job by Daniel to save the possession for the Lions. Abbott finds a man at the free throw line. Shot goes down off the glass. Gotta call the bank, Tony.
Yep.
So down to a 6-point lead for the Vikes. Oh, they find a man open. Good block underneath. That was great defense by Maine.
Wow.
Saved the layup. A chance for Baxter to have some momentum now. Who'd they get the foul on? Morton.
31-13.
Morton. I didn't see what happened. Might have helped the Vikings, though, because Hauk had taken a chance trying to get a steal and missed, and Baxter had a numbers advantage. So here we go. Baxter only down 6. Tough shot in the paint, but a traveling violation. Thank goodness, because the shot went down. 4:06.
That's just the first turnover on Baxter in the quarter. They've only had 5 turnovers the entire game.
Yeah, they've handled the ball well. Vikes with the ball in a 6-point lead. 3:55 to go in the game. Baxter in a man-to-man. Hands off to Hauk. Gets it in the corner to Heitman. He wants to go baseline. Now kicks it back out to Hauk. Three-pointer off the mark, no good. But there's Largent. He got fouled, no call, but he scores anyway. He's leading the way with 16 points. The Vikes go back up by 8. 3:25 to go in our game. They may have to stop play because the ankle brace is coming undone for Abbott. Tripping hazard. He's going to try a three anyway. Got it. And now they stop play because of it. He had a wrap that was coming undone, and he didn't care. He knocked down a three anyway. Tony, I said that first win's not going to come easy, and Baxter just continues to hang around.
Yeah.
They've outscored the Vikes 7-4 here in the fourth quarter. Vikes scored 18 in the second quarter, 18 in the third quarter, but they've only put up 4 here in the fourth quarter. They have the basketball, leading by 5. 3 minutes to go.
That's a touch foul.
Game. That was a quick whistle. That's Abbott. That's at least his fourth. Shaw, Strickland, Hauk, Largent, and Pleasant on the floor for the Vikes. 5-point lead for the Parsons. 3:02 to go in the game. They go down low to Largent. Back to Shaw. He's cut off. Dribbles back out. Great effort by Baxter, and they do get the steal. Abbott got into the passing lane. Now kicks it to a teammate. 15-footer, no good. Rebounded by Shaw. Isaiah Main had a good look at it, but it didn't stay down. Morton will check in at the next whistle for the Vikes. And Coach Hauk wants to talk things over. 2:35 to go in our ball game. Vikes lead at 47-42. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with more. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to the Lancer Classic, everybody. Vikings trying to close out Baxter and get their first win of the year, but these last couple of minutes are going to feel like an eternity. 2:35 to go in our ball game. Parsons leading the Lions 47-42. Vikes will have the ball out of this timeout. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Shaw wanted to get it down to Largent off the inbound, couldn't do it. So now Strickland running the point. Baxter has it. It's a steal. Abbott got into the passing lane again, and the lefty lays it in. Big defensive play by Baxter. They were within 3 at 47-44. Backdoor cut again by Hauk. Gets it to Morton in the paint. Backs his man down. Can he score? Couldn't get it to go. Did not get the roll, and here comes Baxter. They can tie on this possession. Strickland almost had the steal. 3-point lead for the Vikes. Minute 55 to go in our game. Skip pass. Daniel, three-pointer for the tie. No good. Rebounded by Largent. Tony, the Vikes have to have a good possession.
Much needed here.
Shaw. They don't really need to be worrying about running clock, to be honest with you. They just need a basket. Vikes lead by 3. Minute 35 to go in our game. Shaw has it poked away. It should stay with the Vikes, and it does. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 33 to go in the game. Vikes have been outscored 9-4 here in the fourth quarter. And as a result, Baxter right back in it. Parsons up by 3. They get it in the corner to Shaw, right back to Morton. Almost had it stolen. He got it back. He's in trouble, though.
He's got 3 seconds in the lane.
Oh, a traveling violation. Some indecisiveness.
That's 6 turnovers here in the fourth quarter again.
Tony, unfortunately, it's been a repeat of what happened against Southeast, but yet the Vikings still clinging to a 3-point lead. We'll see if they can figure out a way to close out the Lions. Abbott into the front court. Vikes still in a zone. Looks like they've gone again to that possibly the 1-3-1. Three-pointer off the mark. Boy, that could have been over the back. Instead, it's an offensive rebound for the Lions. Minute 7 to go in our game. Vikes lead it by 3. Abbott out top. Down to Grant. He took steps. Three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Then knocked out of bounds. Should be off Baxter.
Yep.
We are down to 57 seconds. Of course, with the shot clock, Baxter doesn't have to worry about fouling. The Vikes just need to come down. Is it going to be free throws?
I don't know.
Technical. Technical on who?
I'm guessing it's on Baxter.
Again, we had a technical that we had no explanation on the Vikings at the end of the first quarter, and now, I mean, I didn't see anybody do anything, but officials, they know the rules, Tony, so whatever it was, I'm sure it's legit.
They're getting together here.
And Coach Hibbler wanting an explanation. Man, what a big moment for the Vikings. Can they take advantage of it? It's going to be 2 free throws and possession for Parsons. They lead by 3. Jason Shaw, the senior, stepping up to the line. He can give the Vikes a 5-point lead if he hits them both. First one is good.
There's not been very many free throws in the second half.
No, there haven't.
That's only the 3rd free throw of the second half, and all by the Vikings.
Second free throw. Off the mark, no good. So it's now a 4-point lead for the Vikes. I don't know if that will change Baxter's strategy or not. 57, and now a timeout on the floor by Baxter. Again, 57 seconds to go in the game. Parsons leading at 48-44. We will take another 30-second break and be back with the finish. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Welcome back, Viking fans. Parsons 58 seconds away from their first win of the year, 57.4 seconds to be exact. But they only lead by 4. The good news is they'll have possession coming out of this timeout. Shaw, Hauk, Morton, Heitman, and Largent out on the floor. Vikes get it in to Morton, and there we go, a quick foul. So I think that extra point did change the strategy for Baxter, because if it had been a one-possession game, and apparently they did have at least one foul to give, Tony, so that would make even more sense. So they're going to be, I don't know if they're going to try to put the Vikes on the line, or they were just wanting to get up to the point to where the next one would put the Vikes on the line. Parsons having a little trouble getting it in. They finally do to Largent. Boy, that was a quick whistle. Foul on Wade.
This should send Largent to the line.
Largent, a decent free throw shooter for a big guy.
Wow, is it still?
Wow. Yeah,
okay.
Like I said, they said we don't know how many team fouls there are because it's.
Well, there was just a technical. I mean, so that's counted as a foul. I mean,
yeah.
And that was 2 more, so that's 3 in the last 2 seconds.
Coach Hauk asking what in the world's going on. So, and all you can do is go by what the official scorebook has. So here we go. Not sure what the holdup is, but
There was subbing.
Okay, so here we go. A quick foul in the backcourt on Grant.
This maybe, because that's 4 fouls in the last 3 seconds.
Yeah. Hauk, who's had his best night as a Viking, has 12 points. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2 again. As of last year, no 1-and-1 in high school basketball is always 2 shots.
Needs to make at least one of them.
And it's in and out. Hauk will have one more. Again, it's a 4-point lead for the Vikes, 48-44, 52 seconds to go in our ball game.
A little more arch than I'd like.
Right. Yeah, you don't want a flat shot, but sometimes there's too much air under it. You're right, Tony. Second free throw. Good. 49-44. They didn't give the Vikes their point. There they finally get it up. So 5-point lead for the Vikes. Quick 3 off the mark. Nice seal off and rebound by Heitman. They fouled away from the ball. They could, they could almost call that intentional, Tony.
Yeah.
You know, which should be two shots and the ball. So basically the same as a technical. So Heitman to the line to shoot 2. Vikes now 40 seconds away from their first win of the year. If they can knock down their free throws, they can put this game away. First one by Heitman. Off the mark, no good. He may be the best all-around athlete on the roster, Tony, but I don't think he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws, so. But the second one is pure. He got it to go down.
No free throws for Baxter in the second half.
Still a 2-possession game, though, 50-44. Vikes let them drive to the basket for a layup. That was Grant on the drive. He now has 7 points. 50-46, 34 seconds to go. And we do have another full timeout on the floor, so we'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Viking basketball on B93.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today. Hope for tomorrow.
Back live at Southeast High School. Parsons leading Baxter 50-46 as we get ready for the stretch run here. Baxter has not been hesitating to put the Vikings on the line, really looking to extend this game, and I can't argue with that strategy. They'll go for a steal in the backcourt most likely. Just 34 seconds left in the fourth period. Coach Hibbler having a word with the official, as Baxter, really for the first time tonight, is going to pick up in some sort of full court press. So they'll go for that quick steal. And if the Vikes get into the front court, they will probably foul immediately. That was a hard shove in the back. So they didn't even go for the steal. They just wanted to stop the clock and get shot. And like I said, not a bad strategy. You know, they're down by 4. Even if he makes both, it'll still be a 2-possession game. And they can, I'm sure they're thinking maybe trade 3 for 2. Free throw is short by Shaw. So the Vikes, who had shot free throws well in the first half, not quite as sharp here in the fourth quarter. Legs might be getting a little heavy. Shaw trying to make it a 5-point lead. He missed them both, and Baxter has it. Abbott pushing the pace. Tough shot on the baseline, doesn't go. Morton has it, and he's fouled with 22 seconds left. Tony, we need some free throws.
Yeah. So Morton will go to the line.
Morton to the line for 2. I show the Vikes just 3 out of 8 from the line here in the fourth quarter.
Yep, that's what I have too.
22 seconds left. Vikes lead at 50-46. Morton to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 out of 1 from the line. He is in double figures with 10 points. Puts it up. And no good. There's 3 out of 9 from the free throw line for the Vikes in the fourth quarter. Strickland is going to replace Hauk. Morton, the 5'10 junior, looking for his 11th point. Too hard, no good. A couple of Vikes fall down.
And Strickland fouled.
A quick foul, and I think that's exactly what Coach Hauk wanted him to do, because the Vikes have some fouls to give, and they're just wanting to make Baxter chew up a little extra time. 3 out of 10 from the free throw line for the Vikes here in the fourth quarter. Quick shot blocked, and the Vikes have it. They could have had a layup at the other end, but no problem, because Jason Shaw is fouled with 11 seconds, and that may do it, Tony, because it's already a 2-possession game. I'm not sure if Baxter even has any timeouts left. But it'd be nice to see the senior step up, as the Vikings have struggled mightily from the free throw line. Shaw just 1 out of 4 here in the fourth quarter, 2 out of 6 on the night. And it is no good.
Wow.
Tony.
That's 5 in a row.
Vikes have given Baxter every opportunity to
5
figure out a
in
way
a
to
row.
get this thing to overtime. Shaw's second one. That one goes down. 5-point lead for the Vikes with 11 seconds to go. It looks like they're trying to foul again. Yep, sure enough. That is good strategy by Coach Hauk. 9.6 seconds to go in our game. 5-point lead for the Vikes. Tony, we saw what happened in the championship game last year with 0.6 seconds left, so we're not going to say, almost half-court shot, and it banks it in. And now they're telling the Vikes really don't even have to inbound, I don't think. Oh, and the Vikes call a timeout with 0.7 seconds. They probably could have just let it run to 0.
I think it was at 7.
It would have been, was it at 7?
It was at 6 or 7 when it went through the basket.
About a 35-foot shot that banked in. Who hit that, Tony? Did you see?
I think it was 22, but I don't know.
So 51-49, and Tony, this is so similar to what I just alluded to, the championship game last year. Vikes led by 3 with possession with 0.6 of a second left, inbounding from the same spot underneath the opponent's basket. And somehow they lost that game.
Went to overtime, yep.
And I can guarantee you Coach Hauk remembers what happened. I would say throw it long.
I think they're going to put some time back on. I think that's what they're talking about.
They may put a little bit more time on the clock. We'll see. They got it at 2 minutes, which obviously is not right. My goodness, I cannot believe that shot went in, Tony, and yet
it's unbelievable.
I've already said it twice. That first win is not going to be easy. If we were 11-0 on the year, that shot wouldn't have gone in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, he was, maybe 5 feet inside the half-court line when we let it fly.
I couldn't believe he launched it from there, honestly. I was like, what is he doing? But it went down.
So because we're in this West Gym and it's a kind of an archaic scoreboard.
Yeah, they're trying to.
They're having trouble getting the clock set where they want it to be set. 1.6. They put almost a full second on the clock, Tony. So
it should be fine. The
Vikings
Vikings just need to get it inbounds.
Here's the thing, Tony. Baxter, in my mind, might want to foul before the Vikings even throw it in.
Yeah.
You know, and make the Vikings come down and make a couple of free throws to ice it.
They've been making – I mean, they've been letting them foul off the ball the whole time.
Morton is open right here if they see him. I don't understand the defensive setup by Baxter because the Vikes have a guy wide open if he wants to run to the ball. They need to give it to Marion right here. Absolutely. And time runs out.
That's the game.
Yeah, I don't know what that defensive set was supposed to be for Baxter, but we'll take it because the Parsons Vikings have their first win of the season, and it was not easy at all. They have finally found a way to break through. They win it over Baxter by a final score of 51-49. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with our Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com. Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
And welcome back, everybody. Time now for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Parsons Vikings finally get their first win of the season. They hang on and knock off the Baxter Springs Lions by a final score of 51-49. Vikes now 1-11 on the year. Baxter Springs falls to 5-9. Parsons will play for 5th place tomorrow night at 8:30. And we will have that action for you on V93. Very quickly, we'll go down the scoring totals. First, for the victorious Vikings, they were led by Connor Largent with 16. He just dominated play down in the paint, particularly in the third quarter when he scored 10 of his 16. Andrew Houck had a good night with 13. 10 points for Morton, 2 points for Pleasant, 1 point for Strickland, 1 point for Heitman, 5 points for Shaw, and 3 points for Kennett. Leading the way for Baxter, it was Isaiah Main with 15 points. Grant chipped in with 7. Logan Abbott had 8. 6 for Parrish, 9 for Daniel, and 4 points for Jonathan Moore. Tony, Vikings,
yeah,
they struggled.
They tried to lose it.
Yeah, they struggled mightily at the line there in the fourth quarter, but Baxter, fortunately, could not take advantage. Parsons hangs on for that 2-point win, and man, that's what a great feeling for the team and the coaches.
Yeah, they literally they hung on just enough to get that first win, and you know I feel pretty good about the matchup against Columbus tomorrow night.
Yeah,
to get a second win on the season.
I think Coach Houck has maybe sent a couple of the seniors up here for an interview. Do we have a headset for him, Tony?
Yeah,
if not,
I can get one.
Okay.
I can give him mine, and then I'll get another one.
Okay. Tony's going to pass it off. We have 6'4" senior Connor Largent coming up to talk with us on the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. Can you hear me, Mr. Largent?
Yes, sir, I can.
I'm going to move your mic down just a little bit. Thank you, sir. Hey, congratulations. I know it's been a
Thank
tough
you.
start to the year. I got to know, what was the mindset for the team? An 0-11 start, which is not Viking basketball, as you know. What was your guys' mindset coming into tonight's game?
We just got to come out with energy, and we got to stay positive the whole time. That's our biggest goal.
Now,
We've been preaching at practice.
Yeah, and you guys did. You guys have been playing hard all season. You know, the 0-11 record, I've said, as far as the effort goes, is very misleading because you guys have been playing your tails off. Let's talk about your third quarter. 10 points for you just in the third quarter alone. You really took over in the paint. You know, what's it take to kind of be able to take over down there when you're getting pushed and shoved and everything by not just one guy, but sometimes 2 or 3 guys?
Yes, sir. I just had to bring up my physicality. I was struggling in that first half to be physical down there in paint, but I picked it up there in the second half.
And then you guys struggled from the line down the stretch, but you still hung on. What do you think the key was to, you know, it had a similar feel to the loss against Southeast where you guys led, you know, most of the second half and weren't able to hang on. What made the difference tonight?
We were communicating better, staying good energy, good positivity out there.
Well, the Vikes win at 51-49. We're going to switch over now to 6'1" senior Jason Shaw. And Jason, I know you're capable of scoring more than 5 points because you didn't have any field goals tonight, but were you pressed into a different role tonight? Because I noticed Ford wasn't on the floor tonight, and you do a lot of the point guard duties anyway. But what did you think your role was tonight? Did anything change for you?
Not really, but shots weren't falling in the first quarter, so I just had to get my teammates the ball.
Yeah.
And Connor Largent was down there working hard, so I just kept feeding him the ball.
So I'll ask you the same question I asked Connor. 0-11 is a hard thing to swallow, I know.
Yes, sir.
So what was specifically, not the team, but you, what was your mindset coming into this game, trying to get this first win?
Just keep pushing, have a good mindset, don't hang your head, and work hard always.
You know, when you have a losing streak like that, we mentioned it several times in the broadcast, the first one never comes easy. And, you know, I mean, they hit basically a half-court shot to knock it down from 5 to 2. But now that the monkey's off your back, you guys have your first win. How do you keep it rolling and try to get, you know, your second win here at the Lancer Classic tomorrow night?
Just keep playing with the same energy and be ready to come back and get another one tomorrow.
Sounds good. Hey, congratulations, guys. Thanks for coming up to chat with us.
Sir.
Good luck. Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Connor Largent, Jason Shaw, a couple of seniors for the Vikes. Coach Houck likes to get the seniors some airtime from time to time. What a great time to do it off their first. Tony's got his headset back on. I hope it's not too sweaty, Tony. After
it's good. It's good.
Anyway, Vikes win at 51-49, so I'm assuming since Coach Houck sent the seniors up here, he's not going to be able to come up and talk to us. But, Tony, great win. Vikes will be in action. We don't know who they play yet.
Columbus.
Oh, that's right. You said Columbus. Columbus played the 4 o'clock.
Seneca,
Played the 4 o'clock game. They had the easy win over Seneca. That's the game that was finishing up when I walked into the gym.
And
so
just looking at some of the similar, I think we'll match up good against them.
Well against Columbus. That'd be great.
It should be a good game.
You know, when we looked at the draw, we had the same thought. Man, we have a chance to go over there and get a couple of wins at the Lancer Classic. And now they've got the first one. And, man, you know, the second one, I don't know how tomorrow will turn out, but obviously I think that second win is going to be a lot easier to get than that first win.
I think, you know, like you said, get that monkey off your back, get that first win. Now the pressure's off of you know, having to get that first win, and I think they're going to pick up some wins.
Yeah, I do too. So it was a good night for a Viking team that was a little bit shorthanded even, but they hang on and beat Baxter Springs 51-49 to move to 1-11 on the year. So just a programming note. Lady Vikes still in action tonight, scheduled to tip at 8:30, and we'll have that game for you right here on V93. Viking boys will play tomorrow night at 8:30, playing for 5th place against Columbus. And then the Lady Vikings, if they lose tonight, they play at 4.
If they win, they play at 7.
So 4 if they lose, 7 if they win. So hopefully they win, and you have a 7 and 8:30,
yeah,
you know, back-to-back games.
And it looks like the 8:30 tonight's probably going to be late because it's already 7:07 and there's still 6 minutes left in the warm-up. So it's not going to get started till 7:15.
Yeah, so you're probably right. It's probably going to be a little bit later.
It might be
than
a
that.
little bit later than 8:30 on the start.
Right. So hopefully can maybe at least go on the air by 8:30, but who knows?
Yeah,
We'll
wait.
See. We will wait and see it. So with that's going to wrap up the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Once again, Vikes get the first win of the year over Baxter, 51-49. That'll wrap it up. For Karen back in the studio, and for Brody Wright, Tony Fuentes, and Scott Myrtle saying thanks for listening, and we will be back with the girls game at approximately 8:30. Good night for now from the Lancer Classic.